Hello and welcome everyone. I am Natalie and I am going to be doing this Celtic cross tarot reading for all Sagittarians for the week of March 18th because we have a supermoon on March 20th and we're going to do a special reading to get some insight into that. Okay, so it's also going to be instructional in case you want to do this for yourself at home. Okay, Sag? So the first thing that I do is knock on my deck and it shakes loose all of the residual energy. So when I start shuffling, I start meditating on a question. So what is this full moon in Libra going to be like for Sagittarius? Oh my goodness. Let's see, what messages can I deliver and what can we expect for the Sagittarians this week? Now what I usually do is I shuffle until I feel like I'm done, I have that final feeling, or until a card just pops out. And then I go ahead and cut my deck. And then we deal up our 10 cards as follows. Cover and cross, above and below, side to side, and then cards 7 through 10 we do in a row over here. Okay, and then our bottom card, bottom of the deck card. Okay, Sagittarius. So it looks like this full moon could be a little bit of a rocker. It could be a little bit jostling. It could be a little bit intense for you. So let's see what we've got. So we have this Knight of Wands, someone charging forth, and this could even be you. This could be someone just so fiery and excited and rushing into something, maybe not always having the talent to follow through, but very energized in the beginning. And yet he's crossed by the Hermit. So whatever he is trying to do, there's something that's augmented. So this energy is augmented by the Hermit because the Hermit is the one that goes up to the top of the mountain to think very, very deeply. And in their alone time, they cultivate the wisdom that they need to come back down from the mountain and either communicate this message to the rest of the village or to make the decisions they need to make in their lives. So, Sag, maybe there's this energy, or maybe there's something rushing into your life and you need to really sit down and think about it. Or maybe you really want to rush and do something and you're really energized for something, but there's this real need to listen to your intuition and get your alone time in and to really think it through, because these are completely opposite. This is not thinking about, something, and this is totally thinking about something. So that's that stop and go energy. That's like trying to speed with the brakes on. Okay, Sag. So this card right here is the foundation of the reading. This is the situation that you're in because of this card. And Sag, you're coming from a place of abundance. You're coming from a legacy, a family inheritance. You're sharing your wealth. You have a good attitude. You have, maybe a few dollars in the bank, a few dollars in your pocket. And that's where we're going into this week with, okay? This is the most recent past, this card right here. It's an influence that's fading away, but you can still kind of feel it. And it's very cohesive with this card because this says that you're being very generous. And every Sagittarius I know is generous. So that's kind of funny how we have that really depicted here very clearly in this tarot card. So you're sharing your wealth, you're sharing your abundance, and that's leading you to probably have some confidence to charge into something, to really maybe go in for an investment or something, and it's giving you, courage and even more courage and more excitability to go in. But no, the Hermit says, let's think about it for a second. Now this card right here, Sag, is the influence that's just approaching, something that you can expect to happen next, the most immediate thing. And I see that you're hearing news. You're hearing some messages. You're getting an email, a phone call, a text. And maybe at the full moon, this is when you get it. So look out Tuesday, Wednesday, I mean, the whole week really, and over the next 2 weeks that the full moon is going to be, affecting everything and then waning in its light, losing light. But I would expect something to be revealed to you at the full moon. I would expect something to be communicated to you, something revealed, something elucidated, just something that you didn't know previously. Or maybe it even comes from your soul searching in your alone time, if you take the alone time at the full moon. Maybe it even comes up through your own inner intuitive mechanism. Okay, Sag, don't freak out. Don't freak out. This is the card that's like your future environment, your future foundation, like just something, over the next 2 weeks or so for the full moon. And we do have the card of uncontrollable chaos, okay? The Tower card. They're falling out of this burning tower that's been struck by lightning, and they're just falling into their deaths, and it's just this horrible card. Black sky. It's not even gray. It's completely black. And this might need to happen. This full moon, it has an ending element because it's a full moon, but it's in the very, very early degrees of Libra, so it's also new beginning. So I think something might have to end for something else to begin. And maybe it doesn't feel so great, Sag, but you're very optimistic. You're ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is in your sign of Sagittarius, so that should give you some extra super help to overcome whatever this is. So this might happen at the full moon. It might happen over the next 2 weeks. That brings something to light. But it looks like something's not working out, and this is something that you cannot control. It's completely out of your control, Sag. So don't take it personally, because it looks like you're coming from a place of wealth, and it looks like you're coming from a place of generosity and sharing, and this is something outside of your control. So I don't think you have anything to do with this. I think this is something happening to you. So we don't have any choice of these external events. All we can do is choose how we respond to them. So please take that for what it is. And if you see something you don't like on my table, just assume that I'm wrong. Take what you can use and then just leave the rest behind. Okay, everybody? Okay, got through that card. So this card right here, Sag, is the role that you're currently playing. This is who you are right now. And you are self-satisfied. It looks like you've been doing well and doing right, and you have, that it echoes this wealth card back here. So you right now, as of Sunday evening, you're doing okay. You're pretty self-satisfied. This is before the full moon, whatever that's going to bring. It's before that hits. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this card right here, Sag, is how other people see you. So this looks like other people are seeing you very, very anxious and very, very stressed out at this full moon. And I think this has something to do with whatever is happening to you. Whatever it is that you're having to deal with on the fly, it looks like it's giving you sleepless nights, and you're really worried and you're really stressing out about it. And it's probably paining people, causing other people pain to see you like this, because you guys are always so happy and jubilant and optimistic and high energy and inspiring and motivating. So it's unnatural to see you kind of like this, okay? But that's how they're picking you up. That's how your energy is kind of coming across. And maybe you've suffered, in the past, and they're, oh, it's so sad to see this person going through that. Okay, this card, Sag, is your hope or your fear. And at the full moon, this week of the full moon, March 18th, 2019, I see you really wanting the victory. You want the victory, whatever this is that you're charging towards. And I think this is probably you. You want to succeed. You want to be the champion. This is like kind of athletic, actually. So I don't know if this has to do with something athletic that you have going on. Maybe you compete in a competition. Maybe you play a sport. Maybe you do a marathon. Maybe you do, some physical competing physical competition. But that's usually with the Chariot. It could be a new car, but I don't know if you necessarily really want a new car. Maybe you do. Maybe you do want a new car. But it could be read that way as well. So you tell me which one is correct, okay? But I think that's definitely your hope. If it's a fear, maybe it's a fear that you're moving away. I don't see Sages fearing any kind of move though, because you guys are just like on the go. You guys adapt to change. You guys like instigate the change in the moves, but it could be that. Who knows? So you tell me. Okay, Sag. The very last card that you deal is your result card, your outcome card. This is what you get card. And Sag, at the full moon or over the next 2 weeks, you get the Page of Pentacles. And this is the message that's being communicated to you. This is you maybe still being in a position of looking towards, of wanting. Maybe whatever it is that you started out wanting, that you were hoping to get, you did not get, and you are still sort of in a position of waiting. I kind of think you're preoccupied, though. I don't know if you're able to make the forward movement that you want, as indicated by the Knight of Wands. While you might not be able to move forward, you might not be taking any steps back, because I think whatever this is that you're dealing with is going to take up your energy and your space and your time, and it might be maybe 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, and you're spending your energy holding it down more than you're able to move forward, which might be frustrating to you because you just want to move forward. But this is more, this is your cup, Sagittarius cup. It's more reinforced by this card, the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is your significator or environment card. But this is defensiveness. You're defending something. When you put a lot of energy into defending something, it reduces the amount of resources you have for expansion. So take that into account. So at the end of this full moon, you might still be pining after something, or waiting for a message, or communicating, or trying to get something going. But it's because you're putting a lot into defending something that you already have or value. You see this little bandage? But it's okay. You can deal with it because you have a strong maybe family support system, probably a lot of friends. You recently or right now can afford to be generous. You're still pretty self-satisfied with yourself right now. It's this full moon. Get through this full moon next couple weeks. Mercury's still retrograde. I'm kind of tripping over my words a little bit, but something's going to come up that you cannot control, so you just got to go with the flow and just respond instead of react, and deal with it. And then you'll be probably in April you'll be able to move forward. After Mercury goes direct, you'll be in a stronger position to move forward. Okay, Sag? All right, well, best of luck to you. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if this came to pass and what it was like for you, this big thing that you couldn't control, and how you guys dealt with it successfully. If you want, I'd be interested to know. And okay, take care now. Thank you for watching.